this afternoon. Condition number 2 talks about patio screening, and in previous versions there had been some screening proposed and some locations for some trash receptacles off of the patio. The elevation still showed it, the site plan did not. You can see on the north elevation, this is in the red circle on the far side of the screen. This is the area that we're talking about. The applicant wishes to keep that. Basically, the condition was to either have it in there or not have it in there. Needed to be consistent on both the elevations and the site plan. And he had stated that the property owners would like to have that screening. So we have revised the condition that the site plan shall be revised to show the patio screening on the north side, just to make it consistent with the elevations. So the conditions are as amended, that the development shall be in accordance with the plans. The site plan shall be revised to show the patio screening on the north side, and then a revised final stormwater management plan shall be submitted to Public Works prior to the issuance of a building permit.
Yes, thank you. Do we have the applicant present for a presentation?
Thank you, Michelle. Guy Gronberg from Lee Summit, Missouri. I'm the architect on the job, and we're in agreement with all staff recommendations. Thank you for the amendment. I'm available to answer any questions. She covered it thoroughly. Thank you for considering this project.
Thank you. Do we have any questions from the commissioners for staff or the applicant? My personal opinion, this looks great. I think it's very, very, very nice. Well put together. Any other comments from staff? No. I'd like to entertain a motion for this item.
Madam Chair,
Oh, yes.
move
Yes, ma'am.
that we approve the final development plan subject to the following conditions, 1, 2, and 3, with number 2 stating that the plan will be revised to show the patio screening on the north side.
Second.
We have a motion made by Lavella to approve, made by Lavella, seconded by Limer, to approve the final development plan with the staff recommendations, item 1, 2, and 3, along with the amendment of item number 2. All those in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries to approve the final development plan with the recommendations and item number 2 amendment. Item number 4, final development plan -13-04 Bruce Funeral Home. Consider a revised final development plan for Bruce Funeral Home located at 106 South Main Street, submitted by Shirley Brown Van Arsdale of Bruce Funeral Home. We have a presentation from staff.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
So, this is a project that required approval. It was a rezone application originally with a preliminary development plan, and a preliminary development plan ties the zone change to a specific type of plan. And some of the issues that arose out of that discussion during the preliminary development plan stage were issues of compatibility with the homes on Park Street. At the final development plan stage, the applicant, Bruce Funeral Home, came back with a design that had a non-functional faux FAU-X porch railing on the south elevation. And this slide that's in front of you right now is the elevation that was proposed and was approved with that final development plan. This is a colored elevation showing the landscaping that's in front of the of the building, and as you can see with the landscaping, the porch railing is not very visible. I'm going to go back as well to the previous slide. If you look at the bottom elevation, that's the east elevation, what you can see on the left-hand side of the building is the faux porch railing that juts out beyond the plane of the building, but it's a non-functional railing. So the applicant has gotten this far in the project. They've actually, this photo was taken when there were still leaves on the trees, on some of the trees, a little over a month ago. But this gives you an idea of what the building looks like today. Once the building was constructed, the applicant found that the porch railing would look kind of strange, and they did not want to proceed with something that was just a bad design idea. Maybe it was a good idea, but once the building was up, it didn't seem like such a great idea in execution. So they have asked us to modify this requirement. And so to that end, we suggested to the applicant that they speak to their neighbors about this, because a lot of this issue came out of the testimony of neighbors at the preliminary development plan stage. And so they have provided signed statements in the application, and those are attached to the report. Staff also took these photos of other residential structures on the street, on Park Street, that shows you just the nature of these buildings. Many of them do have front porches, not all of them do. And there are actually more photos in your report. This is an aerial map showing Park Street, and outlined in red are the parcels for which the owners signed a statement accepting this change. So with that information, staff is recommending approval of the revised final development plan as proposed, with the removal of the faux porch railing. I believe Shirley Van Arsdale is here to make a few comments or to answer questions if you'd like. Thank you.
Definitely. Thank you. Would the applicant, Shirley Brown Van Arsdale, like to come forward with comments?
Brief comments.
Great, thank you.
I think you did a very fine job presenting that, and I want to thank the Planning Commission for giving us this opportunity to request a change. A lot went into this project, but when we got to the final end, we took a piece of the railing and held it up to the building, and it just, excuse the expression, but looked dorky. It looked wrong. And so when you see the picture in front of you with the flowers all planted and the bushes in the bed, it'll never show. So we wanted to ask permission not to put it in. And I'd like to thank Mike Hall and his staff for their efforts to put all this together. You did a fine job, and I think it's very self-explanatory. And thank you for your efforts in this manner, and let you vote. And the asphalt does get laid tomorrow, so we will be in the final stages. For your information, we started this project 3 years ago in February, so I'm more than glad to get to the final stages. The bushes and the flower bed will be planted as soon as we can get in there, when the asphalt's there, and all the other flowers and bushes have been ordered, and so we'll be in the final finished stages as quickly as we can, weather permitting. So thank you again, and we'll see and hope that if there any question I can answer, I think it's pretty simple, and hopefully you will agree.
Very self-explanatory.
All right. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Do we have any open questions, comments from the Planning Commission?
I just wanted to say that I sat on this commission when all this was going through, and it has been a pleasure to see it go up. It looks terrific. It looks really good. And I move that we approve the revised final development plan for Bruce Funeral Home.
I second.
We have a motion by Lavella, second by Weatherford, to move forward with the staff recommendation of approval of the revised final development plan for Bruce Funeral Home. All those in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with all in favor to approve the